Candace Simmons, your style educator, and I'm asking that you take 5 with me. What do I mean by that? Give me 5 minutes of your time where I share with you 5 styling tips. Tonight's topic is, if you belt, do you belt thin or do you belt wide? So, what am I talking about? So, I put on a basic black top with a long pencil rib skirt so that you can visually see what I'm talking about when I belt. So my question is, do you belt thin? Because this is a nice thin belt. Or do you belt wide? And we have some amazing wide wrap belts here at All That and More Boutique. So a lot of folks don't belt at all. What they generally will do is find a top that's either tapered and fitted or fitted and flared. And that's the extent of it. But because I'm a style educator, I want to give you more, as in all that and more. So this is a thin belt. We just got them in today, and I love a belt because to me, a belt is just another accessory. It's another way you add flavor and style to your outfits. So I love to belt. But a lot of my mornistas, which is a mature woman who dresses for her body type and her lifestyle, they don't always belt. But they've been belting. So this is a thin belt. As I mentioned, it's a thin chain belt. And again, I generally use a belt to take off excess fabric that may fall in the waist, to create a silhouette around the waist, or just to add a pop of flair and hardware to any outfit. So this is a thin belt. So I'm belting thin here, and there's options for you to belt wide. I think I'm gonna go with color. I'm gonna pop a little color here. So this is one of our signature belts. It's a wide belt. It has extra hardware, and it's a great way to accentuate the positives. Belt placement is critical. So if you're going to wear a belt, be mindful of where you place it because depending on your placement, you will emphasize certain things. So if you put it high, it's going to emphasize the girls here. If you put it low, it's going to maybe pull in or snatch that waist a little bit. And again, it's just a great way to add to an outfit. Mindful when you do belt, you are going to lose about 2 inches in any length of an item that you've belted. So did you see how my shirt raised about 2 inches? Is that a little distracting? That's my little tag there. But again, I'm belting wide with the red belt. At All That and More Boutique, when my clients come in, I do style them and show them how they can belt to, again, pull in an outfit, add a little pop flair, and give a little bit more accessory to belting. So let's talk about our belts. So again, this is a wide belt. It has nice grommet down the side. It gets thinner around the back side unless you decide to turn the belt around. This belt comes in red, it comes in cognac, and it also comes in black. And there's no harm in having more than one. So this is the black one. And don't ask me which colors I have because I'd have to tell you. I'm not only the owner, but I'm also a client. So these are all of my favorites that I love to accessorize with. But in case you prefer not to have the hardware, they do come in a smooth leather. This one right here is our whiskey. It's brown and it's a nice soft leather that's only going to continue to soften over time because of the quality of the leather. So that's something to really keep in mind. You can have the style, which would be a wide belt, but depending on the quality of the belt, if it's not a nice quality leather, you might not be able to wear it next season. Most of, if not all of our belts are made by one designer because we like going deep into our relationships with our designers. So this belt will last you, gosh, most of our clients, I know I personally have had belts for over 12 years. So I'm not repurchasing those same belts every season because I went with something that didn't have the quality. I go for quality. Sometimes I go for quantity too. So I do have it in more than one color, if I'm being honest. But in that, I may buy the black this year, buy the red the following year, buy the cognac the next year, because I really enjoy a nice quality belt. So I talked about belting thin and I talked about belting wide. Well, oh, before I move on, let me show you the other colors that the chain belts come in. They come in a beautiful gold, and this is gold and black. They come in the black and white, and I showed you the black and silver. So these again just came in. They are sized from size 32 to 42, and they can be custom ordered. So if you're saying I'm a 24, no problem, we got you. If you're saying I'm a 48 or a 50, we got you too. So let's talk about meeting somewhere in the middle in terms of width. So I gave you thin, I gave you wide, and now this one allows you to go somewhere in the middle. So it's not really wide, it's not thin, it's right in the middle. So again, it's a great waist belt. It's one of our signature belts. So we've been in business at All That and More Boutique in Culver City for over 12 years. So most of our Morenistas have this signature belt, and they've started upgrading and including the wide belts, and now they can include the thin one. So again, my question to you, if you belt at all, will you belt thin? Will you belt wide? Will you belt somewhere in the middle? Or will you just not belt at all? Either way, the choice is up to you. I'm Candace Simmons, your style educator. We hope to see more of you here at All That and More Boutique. Until then, stay blessed and stay fabulous. Goodbye for now.